line, that's it. It is a beautiful thing. Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen and friends beyond the binary, welcome to Culinary Delights, the cooking show where two Midwestern moms bring you food and recipes to feed your hungry boys at a price that's not gonna break the bank. I am Amanda Bonanza, and this is Lilith Electra, and we are two Midwestern moms here to feed your hungry boys. Hello, Lilith. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing so good. I am so ready to feed these hungry boys.
Can I ask you a question?
Not break the bank. Is it about how weird my accent was there?
Oh, no, there's more.
Yeah.
Are you going to not break the bank?
We're not going to break the bank.
Maybe you'll break the bank when you go play roulette in Monte Carlo.
Oh, maybe. Midwestern moms in Monte Carlo.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Lilith?
Yeah.
¿Te gusta la comida mexicana?
I don't know what that means except for Mexicana, which I think is...
Do you like Mexican food?
I do like Mexican food, especially if it will fill up my hungry hombres and not break the banco. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
I think banco is...
But with
Spanish.
a Q.
That's a little bit. I don't know. I don't speak a lot of Spanish. I know that little bit.
Yeah.
Tu bolígrafo es en la biblioteca. My pen is in the library.
Wow.
I learned that on Duolingo.
Good job, Duolingo.
I have a treat for us. It's from a website. It's Black Bean Tostadas.
All right.
The United States has such a rich and vibrant Latina culture, and this is not that. This is not that.
Yeah, I was going to say this sounds like a ordinary average dish you might get south of the border, but I have a feeling that there's more to it than that.
I think the border that's south is maybe the border that's south of North Dakota is about
the border between Minnesota and Iowa.
Exactly. We're making black bean tostadas by our friend Makinze Gore. She's supplied us some recipes in the past.
Okay.
Mexican food by someone named Makinze is always good.
Right off the bat.
It's good.
You keep saying Mackenzie like that name isn't spelled
Makinze?
wrong in like 8 different places.
No, because she's from Hollywood. She's a superstar.
Makinze
Gore. That's Al Gore's daughter right there.
Oh, okay. All right. That was just
a great joke.
That was a punch to the face I wasn't expecting. Seeing that name spelled that way. Okay.
It's a convenient recipe.
Also, this is just black bean tostadas. This is simple, comfort, easy food. Has 3, didn't even get 4 stars.
That level of stars gets you fired from Uber, that's for sure. Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
During busy weekends, we can't get enough of quick, easy, and cheap dinners. Well, that's true. That's why we're here. You're gonna
also, to be fair, yeah, it says during busy weeknights. You said weekends.
Did I say weekends?
Yeah, I don't think Mackenzie goes for cheap dinners on weekends.
She's drinking French 75s.
Yeah, and she's slow roasting.
The finest restaurants in Manhattan.
She's slow roasting chickens and things like that. But yeah, need them cheap dinners, get to feed them hungry boys and not break the bank.
With only 5 ingredients and less than 30 minutes, these black bean tostadas will have you serving up an easy and delicious vegetarian dinner on the table with hardly any work at all.
Don't tell your hungry boys that they're vegetarian.
You know what? That might be like a kind of a joke, maybe, but it's true. Just don't say it. Just, instead of calling it vegetarian food, or vegan food, if you just call it food, it works way better.
And your hungry boys aren't savoring each bite. They're just shoveling it in their mouths. So
they just need to fill their bellies for their soccer match.
If you tell them it's vegetarian, that's going to stop the shoveling. So just let them shovel it in.
They're going to pause. they're going to take a little break. But I think this is an inside track for the moms out there.
Sure.
Like, I'm trying. My boys eat too much sausage and beef, and like
That's
I gotta maybe tone that down a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking of their heart health in the future.
Maybe that's a good call. But yeah, don't tell the hungry boys it's vegetarian.
Don't tell the hungry boys it's vegetarian. Just give them the black bean tostadas, and they're gonna love it. These tostadas use ingredients you are more likely to have on hand, making them the easiest last-minute meal to throw together when you just can't be bothered to cook up anything else. So this is admittedly like, I don't have anything. This is my last resort. What do I have? What can I do? And in that sense, it's probably a pretty solid thing, you know?
Yeah.
The best part, because of the simplicity, these tostadas are endlessly versatile. Well, guess that's true. Make them as is for the most basic version, or use them as a base to add all your favorite seasonings and toppings. Well, that's pretty great. Yeah.
You could just serve them like this, or you can go crazy and add seasoning.
I know.
Yeah, whoa.
Crazy. You can add some Ortega taco seasoning, maybe, if you're feeling a little crazy. A little salt. Little pepper. Let's find out. When it comes to seasoning your black beans, the world is really your oyster. Maybe some oyster sauce.
No, then it wouldn't be vegetarian.
You're right. Use a bit of salt and pepper if you're looking to stay simple. Yeah, just a little salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Getting crazy. Or kick things up a notch.
That's 5 cents for Emerald Lagasse right there for saying his phrase.
Kick things up a notch? Is that
Emeralds? If you say kick it out, you got to give Emerald 10
give
cents
a quarter.
$1 probably.
Like $25,000.
Yeah, we better stop saying it in this podcast. I don't want Emerald's lawyers coming after me.
Oh, it's going to be in trouble. Use a bit of salt and pepper if you're looking to say simple, or kick things up a notch, TM, by adding cumin, paprika, garlic powder, or chili powder to your beans, or all of them, which is essentially what taco seasoning is. Like if you add all of those things together, that's taco seasoning.
Is it paprika or is it paprika?
I've always said paprika.
I've always said paprika.
I think that's a thing. I think in Milwaukee it's paprika. And I've heard it say elsewhere. I've heard other people outside of Milwaukee pronounce it that way, but I have 2 reasons for saying paprika. 3. 1, I think it sounds better. 2, there's a dish called paprikash, which features paprika, and it's not called paprikash. It's called paprikash.
I always pronounced it paprikash.
You said paprikash?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's the Milwaukee way to do it for sure. Hey, you want some paprikash? I got some.
Paprikash?
You want some paprikash?
You want some paprikash?
The 3rd reason is I had a friend that I lived with for a while, and she grew up in Germany, and she pronounced it that way, and that inspired me. And she insisted on it, like, because I asked her that same question. Because
that's like, weird.
I've heard you pronounce it paprika, not paprika, and she's like, "Yeah, that's how it's pronounced." And she was
insisted
she
on
said it with such confidence and insistence that I believe her. And
that's a very German attitude to pronunciation.
Well, you know what?
That
that's
she
just
insists.
Fine.
She insists that you pronounce it this way.
She didn't insist that I do anything. She insisted that was the correct way to pronounce the word. And I tend to agree. So that's my reasons. I'm not going to judge anyone. If you want to say paprika, that's fine. I've heard that plenty.
I just call it dried peppers. That's all I call it.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just crushed red bell peppers, right? Yeah. It's wonderful. In the last 2 years, I have pretty much increased my paprika consumption by 700%. I put it in everything now.
So you pause a beat every time you're about to say it, which makes me think internally it's paprika, but now you've committed to this paprika thing. So you pause. Just very noticeable, but it's just very short to make sure you say it right.
Maybe so. Maybe I am just a huge phony baloney. Anyway, salt, pepper, paprika, cumin, garlic powder, and chili powder all put together will make you a very decent taco seasoning.
Yeah.
You want to just make that at home. That's what that is. Looking to really take this dish over the top? Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, boy.
I am. I'm looking to drive a freight train through this dish.
Hell yeah.
If you're not in a rush, skip the cans and try your hand at cooking dry black beans.
Yeah, I got work to do. I can't be cooking dry beans.
I've never had much success at all with dried black beans, and I will tell you this, they're way cheaper, but you have to plan that shit 2 days in advance. It takes up kitchen space. It takes forever. And then you have to make a bunch. And it's like, and beans don't keep once you cook them. They go bad in like 3 days, and they go bad in a bad way.
I have like a mild, funny trauma story for why I never bake beans. Yeah. So when my mom was in the hospital having my sister, it was just Dad and me and my brother at home. And my dad cooked navy beans. He basically just didn't soak them overnight. Just put them in boiling water, and then served us these boiled navy beans. And
You had to eat them.
The phrase.
Boys who can cook.
Like the internal family joke that my dad said that, and I was like, "I'm not forcing you to eat it. Just eat it." I was like, "Okay." Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
We don't have to.
Great boomer fathers.
I have a whole other podcast about my situation growing up.
Dadcast.
Yeah. Ooh.
Midwestern Dadcast. Midwestern Boomer Dadcast.
And I was like, these aren't baked beans. First of all, you just
with us.
You just boiled them in water. There's no way these are baked beans, and they have no flavor on them. But my dad also that time, cooked a frozen pizza on the grill. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
That's okay. Was that good?
I mean, how do you it melted the cheese and it was cooked through, so
I guess that's all it takes, right? Like I mean that's fine.
Just use the oven, Dad.
The oven seems like, I mean, you feel like on the grill it's gonna burn that bottom crust pretty badly.
Yeah, I've forgotten a lot of that. I tend to focus on the now. I tend to focus on the now and where I am now and how things are going today.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'd say I hit a nerve, but you did this to yourself. You opened this can of.
I wanted to share it.
Can of trauma.
I mean, anytime someone says like you can make dry beans from scratch, like no, you can't. Nope.
Triggered.
Nope, you
Trigger
can't.
warning.
Right? Nothing triggers or offends me, but you bring out cooking dry beans.
Warning. Dry
get
beans.
Out. Get out. We're not doing this.
But essentially, if you
should really at the top of the episode, you should have trigger warning. Talk of dry beans.
Beans discussed.
Beans are being discussed. Cooking them from the bag dry.
Yeah, but now though, seriously, so if you want to take what essentially has been sold to us up to this point as a very simple last minute you can whip up and make it one of the most difficult things you could do, you could try this little thing that is using dry beans instead of canned black beans. And the good news is if you do all that work, they really don't taste that much.
They don't taste
at all.
No,
like at all. But you do save a little bit of money.
I'm gonna tell you, I trust the people who are canning those refried beans or whatever. They know what they're doing.
There's certain things in the world. In our modern society, there's a few handful of things that corporate America has gotten right. I think canned beans are one of them. That's like, I don't need any other kinds of beans, not really. I think, another toothpaste. I'm not trying to make my own toothpaste.
Now, we all know that the dental industrial complex is taking over toothpaste, but it's really a simple and easy recipe that they don't want you to know. And what you're going to need to do is get a 4.5 ounce bag of mint leaves, 2.5 pounds of tree sap, and I'm going to walk you through how to make your own toothpaste.
You know what you actually could do, which is what they used to do, was just
Yeah.
use baking soda. Just put baking soda on a toothbrush and go. And that actually is it fine.
Man, Amanda over here.
Just fine.
Over here
So,
smashing capitalism.
I contradict myself. There's your homemade toothpaste right there. Just
All right.
baking
I
soda.
don't know. I'm kind of interested in this mint and tree sap.
I don't think putting tree sap is a good idea, but I think maybe a little mint with the baking soda wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
Like I think those two things.
It sounds like you're in the pocket of deep dental, but whatever.
I don't disagree with adding sap. I think that's the wrong direction. It's like we kept things simple here with our toppings.
Okay.
But you can always add on additional toppings like pico de gallo, corn salsa, avocado ranch, or endless crunchy veggies like radishes or pickled red onions. Now, you could do those things. And you know what? In all fairness, like all of those things I've seen in different varied versions of street tacos that have come from like taco trucks. So these are all legitimate things. Yeah.
We're not stupid, Makinze. Like,
Well,
we know what goes on a tostada. Like, you don't have to, we know you can put pico de gallo.
Not your average mom from South Dakota might not. Like, let's give Makinze some credit here. Like, let's
give the moms of South Dakota some credit.
Well, we're here to help. This is what it is. So it's like you can do that. All that stuff works. Some of those Southwest ingredients are going to do you just fine. If you're in Santa Fe riding in a hot air balloon, you got a little corn salsa in your tostadas. Why not? Whatever you do, we highly recommend drizzling on some hot sauce to kick up the heat. Kick up the heat, kick up the spiciness from the black beans with some salt and pepper.
Couple drops of ketchup on there and you're in Flavor Town.
Oh, it's going to get crazy, I'll tell ya. Use your favorite variety. Great advice.
Consult our list. Consult our list.
Makinze.
Use my hot sauce. Do not use your favorite hot sauce.
Or consult our list of favorite hot sauces to find your new go-to. And they did have a list of hot sauces.
Yeah. Or call the...
There's so many hot sauces. There's so many hot sauces in the United States.
If you want to get in the pocket of big hot sauce, just call the National Hot Sauce Hotline and get some recommendations. Yeah.
Have you made these yet? Let us know what you think. I
haven't even gotten to the recipe. What do you mean have I made these yet?
Have you made them yet?
I'm still
we told you.
I don't even have the ingredients
We told you they're
yet.
simple. We told you what you can change. Have you made them yet? That goes for you watching this show, too. Have you made these yet? Let us know. Please let us know. You can contact us at media@thetransverse.net. That's our email that you can contact, and we'll get anything. If you have recipe ideas, or if you want to just say hi to us, say, hey, I tried that and it was great, or I tried that, it was terrible. Let us know. We love reviews and we love feedback. So let's give us a poke. Shoot us an email.
Some poor intern at the Transverse wondering, like, why do I have 8 tostada emails this morning? And be like,
that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what
or
we
just
do here.
Comments below.
Comments below. Comments are great.
Know.
We love comments. Let us
know your favorite hot sauce.
Let us know your favorite hot sauce. Give us a list of your favorite hot sauces. We can compare them to their list of favorite hot sauces.
Let's put together
what site I got this from.
If every trans person watching this puts in the comments their favorite hot sauce, we'll put that list together. We'll compare it to
a cis person's list of hot sauce. I don't know. I think there's going to be some wild ones. There's a lot of dude man bros that are buck wild for hot sauce. So
they are buck wild for hot sauce.
Yeah, comment below and tell us all about your hot sauce preferences.
Yeah, and then we can do the research.
Comment your hot sauce. I mean, that might be our new catchphrase.
Comment your hot sauce.
Comment your hot sauce. Ladies and gentlemen, and friends beyond the binary, welcome to Culinary Delights. Comment your hot sauce. This yields 4 servings. The prep time is 5 minutes, if you can believe that. I don't believe it. Total
That's
time
not the
to
dry
5
beans.
minutes.
That's not the dry beans.
I
That's
don't
for
buy
sure.
that. I don't buy a 5-minute prep time for nothing. I don't think you can prep time like toast in 5 minutes.
Well, remember, this is the unsalted, unpeppered version, so it's probably just beans slathered on a tostada.
Even still, just getting things out of the cabinets takes more than 5 minutes. Like, I'm sorry, I hate.
It's like a race.
I hate the
it's like it doesn't
time.
start. It doesn't
the prep
start until
time
you.
lies.
It doesn't start until you chink the can opener into the can.
Yeah,
it's like that's when
the prep time starts. It's like a chess clock. It's like you get everything lined up. It's go.
All right, let's see this magnificent disaster.
Let's talk about our ingredients. 2 15-ounce cans of black beans, rinsed and drained. Now, I'm glad they said that because I think a lot of moms and peoples out there, they don't know that you should rinse and drain your beans from the can. You don't have to. You can cook with the canned bean juice, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But it gives it a very particular flavor that tastes like can. And that's not bad all the time. Sometimes that's a good flavor. But if you want to like have it kind of more, I guess, organic or like more au natural, then if you dump the canned beans into a strainer and do that out, you should do that with your canned corn, with your canned peas, with your frozen peas, with all the stuff. If you just put it in a strainer and rinse it, that's just a generally good cooking tip. So A+ Makinze. 8 tostadas.
1 pack.
2 cups of shredded pepper jack. Fancy.
Yeah.
An avocado sliced, if you can get it.
Okay.
Can you get avocados everywhere now? I live in California. There's
you get them
rolling down the street, but I think
they vary in quality depending on the time of the year and where you are, but you can get them.
Yeah, you can get avocado. And then hot sauce, your favorite hot sauce. Comment your hot sauce. I'd say pretty basic stuff here.
I mean, the avocado is the most daring thing.
That's pretty buck-ass wild here, huh? So here's, without looking, I'm going to guess tostadas, beans, avocado, cheese, hot sauce on the top. What do you think?
Sounds about right.
That's it. Step 1, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. In a small saucepan over medium heat, add beans and 1 cup of water. Okay. Bring to a simmer.
We do this every time. Like, this is not one step, but we'll let it go.
We live in a world No. We need to do this. I'm glad you brought that up. Count. Let's count our steps.
All right.
Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. There's 1.
Yeah.
In a small saucepan over medium heat, add beans and 1 cup of water. That's 2. Bring to a simmer and let simmer until beans are warm through about 10 minutes. I think that's in step 2 also.
All right.
You pour the saucepans, turn the thing on.
Okay.
That's 1 step.
All right.
Smash with a wooden spoon until most of the beans are smashed with some whole remaining. That's definitely its own step. That's step 3. Add more water as needed to help create a smoother consistency.
That's 4.
I don't know.
You're getting a different ingredient and adding it. That's another step. That's 4 steps.
Okay, 4 steps.
All right.
Step 1 has 4 steps.
All right, 4 steps.
Step 2.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, place tostadas on a large baking sheet and sprinkle cheese evenly over each. So I'm already wrong.
So you're already wrong.
You're
already wrong. Yeah.
Sprinkle the cheese evenly over each. Bake until cheese is melty, about 5 minutes.
Sure.
I'm going to interject here and say if you're using like corn tostadas that you got at the store, you're going to want to cook those a little longer than 5 minutes. So what you should probably do is cook your tostadas about 3 minutes and then add the cheese. Take them out and add the cheese and then throw them in for another 5 is what I would say. Or because I'd say like tostadas are gonna a good cook time for tostadas is gonna be at 350 probably about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can maybe it's fine. Just do 6, but 5's not enough. You're gonna need 6 minutes.
Those really got you.
Well, I don't like bad advice.
Sure. Fair enough.
Step 3. Is that one?
That's one step.
Step 2 is one step. So we got we got 5 steps. We got 5 total. 5 out of 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then step 3, top tostadas with beans, avocado slices, and hot sauce.
Okay.
That's a step. So 6 total steps. Maybe basically step 1's a bit convoluted, but and so there we have it. That's it. That's all there is to this. Like, that's it. And you know what? That is a simple thing. I would just get, the way I would do this, I would just get the cans of refried beans and heat those up, spread that as the base, and then put the cheese, like you were talking about, cheese, hot sauce, avocado on top of that. And you could do it all at the same time. You know, it's like, it's fine. Like, I mean, that's the thing is, like, that's the thing with, like, any sort of, like, you know, Americanized Mexican food or Mexican food a lot. You can kind of go a la carte with whatever you like. And that's why, like, in that beginning, they talked about adding all that stuff, like the corn salsa or pico de gallo or any of that stuff. All great stuff to add. And, like, it is.
All
that's
delicious.
one of the beauties of Mexican food and, you know, Cal-Mex or Tex-Mex or whatever. It's like you kind of can just do whatever you want with it. And as long as, like, the ingredients go together, you can just kind of toss it in there and it works great pretty much every time.
Yeah. We got a picture of this.
We do. Here we are. That doesn't look great, does it? It
doesn't look great. It looks sickly.
No, it looks sickly. Great. Yeah, the beans look terrible.
Why not use tortillas instead of tostadas and just fold them up like a taco when you eat them?
I mean, that'd be a different whole thing. These are tostadas. Tortillas are tortillas. They're different.
Like I get that, but the tortillas would be a better way to eat this.
Then they'd be burritos.
Cool.
This isn't the episode of how to make burritos. This is the episode of Black Bean Tostadas, and this is a Black Bean Tostada.
I am merely thinking of the person watching this who looks like, that looks like difficult to eat, and I'm just like, hey.
My problem here, and this is a problem that I have with so many things.
That cheese isn't melted.
The cheese isn't melted, but they use the big, if you're going to grate cheese grate it small. Use the small holes in your cheese grater.
They didn't grate this cheese. They bought a 2 ounce
from a bag.
It said 2 cups. It said use 2 cups of shredded cheese. 2 cups is what those bags are exactly. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it either. Shred your own cheese.
Yeah.
Shred your own cheese.
I don't know. You might be coming from a place of privilege there where you have access to blocks.
Even with privilege, it's like privilege. Shred your own cheese. Like, I told you what I do for cheese.
Some people sometimes like the shredded cheese is cheaper and it's easier.
It's not cheaper. It's not cheaper.
I'm not going to judge anyone. I'm not going to judge anyone who gets the shredded cheese.
I'm not judging. I'm saying I'm coming from a place of information. Shredded cheese. There's a couple inherent problems with shredded cheese. One in particular, but like it is more expensive. It's not it's never less expensive to get something more prepared or
but here, like if you need 2 cups, you buy the 2-cup bag and now you've just spent that. If you buy like a thing and shred it yourself, you're gonna have leftover cheese. Not everyone's from Wisconsin and loves cheese.
No, and I get it, and like I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, we're talking about cooking here, and like, so with cheese, what I do, and this is a thing I recommend if you have the means, is what I have is I have a KitchenAid that's got an attachment that has like a cheese grater on it, a grater on it, a grater attachment. And so what I do is I go to the store and I buy a big chunk of cheese, like one of those big Tillamook baby loaves, and I chop it all up and I run it through the cheese grater and I throw it in the freezer, because if you freeze shredded cheese, it thaws in like less than a minute when you take it out, and it's perfect for everything, especially for melting. And then the problem with the pre-shredded stuff you buy in the store is they add all this weird stuff to it that makes it not go bad, and it changes the taste.
But not everyone has a KitchenAid with an attached thing to it. So sometimes some people just got to get the shredded cheese, and it's fine.
I was pointing out a thing that I dislike about this photograph. And one of the things
is that the cheese isn't melted.
Is the large grating slice. Yeah. That's too big. Use the small one. And you can't get the small ones in the store. No. And I think the large grated is inferior in every way.
Okay.
Like in salads, whenever you see that kind of cheese in salads, you're like, this is a bad salad. But if you see the small grated cheese in a salad, you're like, that's a good salad.
Sure.
When you go to the Olive Garden, they give you fresh Parmesan and they grate that thing. It's the small kind. It's not the big. It's not the big kind like this.
How funny would it be if you went to the Olive Garden and they go, would you like cheese on that? And they're like, yeah. You're like, tell me when to stop. He pulls out a bag.
Put his hand in a bag and just starts chucking it down.
Just tell me when to stop. You just tell me when. Hey man, you just tell me when, all right? I'm always be sprinkling this pre-shredded cheese on your salad. You tell me when. You tell me when you done with cheese.
The cheese bag boy. Do you have any reviews for us?
I did. You know that I like to go far and wide to find people to review these. And I don't care if they give it a 5-star or 1-star. I just want to hear opinions. So I didn't go to Mexico, but I reached out to some people down there, and I found a frat bro who was
a frat bro, huh?
Yeah, he was down there for spring break.
Oh, spring break!
I said, hey, make these for the gang, and he sent me back a review.
I love it. I'd love to hear that review.
Bruh, these black bean tostadas are absolutely fire. The beans were perfectly seasoned, and the toppings are super fresh and flavorful. And the hot sauce was buck wild. It's the ultimate snack to enjoy while chilling on the beach with a cold cerveza. If you're in Mexico, you gotta try them. Totally 5 stars all the way.
Totally, bro.
Totally,
bro.
Totally 5 stars.
Totally 5 stars, bro.
This hot sauce is buck wild.
Buck wild hot sauce,
buck
bro.
Wild
Can't
hot
believe
sauce.
This hot sauce. You're not gonna believe this hot sauce, bro. Totally,
it's buck wild. It's also called buck wild hot sauce.
Buck wild hot sauce. That's my favorite hot sauce. Comment your hot sauce.